Episode
Hey,
11.
this motherfucker. We back.
Episode 11. And that's
Back.
double digits.
Double digits,
Hopefully,
double tits.
hopefully triple digits one day.
Hey, we can
shall
shoot
see.
for it.
Hopefully we have
Exactly.
we have a following by the time we hit triple digits.
Yeah, we can, we'll remain optimistic. Leave it at that.
Otherwise, this is just an archive.
Yeah.
So we had a little bit of a break. What you guys been gaming with lately?
You want to go, Jack? You want to go?
Man, I've been fucking with XCOM a little bit. That game was pissing me off, man.
Oh,
I wanted to, and there's not many games where I get mad at, but XCOM makes me want to punch the fucking screen, and almost punched my screen a couple times. Because the XCOM, like, the difference between living and dying could be if your soldier makes a shot and kills the enemy, because
Yeah.
it's all like a dice roll, but it tells you the percentage.
yeah.
But sometimes your shit is stupid, and they call it getting XCOM'd. So basically, like, say you're right in front of the enemy, like point blank range,
Yeah. I've
and
seen
then you bring
videos.
up and then you bring up the menu, and they'll say like 98%. You're like, oh shit, you got this shit.
2%
That
chance
motherfucker
to
go,
miss.
and the motherfucker is literally like right where I am, and the shit will miss. You're like, how the fuck did I miss a 90? You know the chances of a 2% chance I missed that shot?
The dice rolls, man.
Yeah, man.
And you really need that shot.
Yeah, you really. And if you don't kill that enemy, your whole squad's dead.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Are you
man.
playing like the regular or the new DLC?
I have War of the Chosen, which I believe is the one that everybody said is really good. I haven't played it yet. I wanted to beat the vanilla version, but people were saying you should just play War of the Chosen. Just go straight to that because it still has the whole base game, but has the Chosen, which are basically there's like three or four of them. They can pop up on the map at any time. But people say if they pop up on the map, you better just extract the fuck up out of there.
Oh, shit.
So you're strong enough to fight them.
Hmm.
XCOM's really, really fun, man. It's a really fun game, but it is shoot the fuck off.
If I like what's that game
And
I
there's
played?
multiplayer, by the way, T. I forgot to say. I don't know what it is, but there is multiplayer supposedly. There's an option.
I feel like I looked at the DLC and it said just single player, but that might be just for that newest DLC maybe. Multiplayer might be weird though. Like you're relying on your partner. Your partner's like, "Yeah, man, I got this, man. 99%."
If you don't think it's gonna happen, I'm telling you, them 95, 96%, them motherfuckers will miss. Crazy.
If so if a guy like me who likes Divinity, would I like XCOM? Or is that kind of dice roll kind of game similar?
No, you'll definitely like XCOM, man. XCOM, and you know how Steam is, man. You could always buy it, play that shit for an hour, and then throw it, and return it. But XCOM is a great game, man. It's a great game. A lot of fun, frustrating at times, but it's awesome, man. When you really strategically put your guys in the right place, and then they just fucking destroy everything. And then like the environments are they're pretty interactive, so it's yeah, there's a lot to it, man. It's really deep.
Okay. Is it have RPG elements? Like, can you put on equipment and stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can equip them. You can you do all research. Excuse me, new armors, new weapons. You have different classes. The classes level up like as they go on missions and they kill enemies. They rank up and then they get new abilities. They
Yeah.
have like a little skill tree that you can choose the abilities you want. But it fucking hurt when they level up, man, and one of them motherfuckers died. That shit hurts. Like you feel every death. And
Could
then
you
you go on
lose
your
them
shit.
forever?
Yep, they're gone.
Can you are you able to
You can save scum, T. Yes,
revert back to
you can save scum if you want to. Yes. Yeah. And yes, I have done that many times. But usually if a motherfucker dies, it depends on how it happens. Like if I get bullshitted, you best believe I'm save scumming my ass right back.
If you get 98% it,
Yeah. Like I won't keep I won't like if there's a 98% shot, I won't like reload that. But if like the mission goes really bad, I might just redo the whole mission over or go back to like the beginning before all the action popped off, or before I ran one guy all the way ahead and then he got fucking destroyed. and then everybody's out of position. Because all it takes is for you to move one person, because you can't see the enemies on the map when you first start. So you have to kind of tactically move your people. If you guys get caught out of position, it's game over.
Yeah.
Just like in real life.
Yeah.
But it's cool, man.
That sounds pretty fun. I always like kind of look at that game, but I never buy it because I didn't know if it was like a real if it had RPG elements.
You
I
drop
thought
$50 on Tarkov and played the game for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
XCOM was worth the purchase.
yeah.
I think it's on sale right now too, actually on Steam. Last I checked, it was.
Huh.
So it'd be a great time, man.
It would be nice if I could give away that Tarkov game somehow to someone.
See, are you disrespecting to?
Huh?
You gonna
I mean, I'm
disrespect
not
Tarkov
using it.
players right here, T?
I'm not using it.
T,
So.
don't do that. All right, T. Just look, hey, and one thing too, T. The wipe is coming, so everybody's characters are gonna be wiped clean. So you're gonna have a fresh, clean slate. Everybody's gonna be starting on equal ground, depending on what version you buy. So you can hop in and get it in, T. All right.
AKs
Now,
and pistols. That's all you're gonna see.
AKs, pistols, SMGs, and Mosins, man. It's a perfect time when the wipe comes. I'll let you know when the date comes. They haven't announced when it's coming, but it's supposed to be within the next month or so.
Yeah.
Maybe less.
All right. Into our next story. Last of Us 2.
Sad day, man.
So we got some news on that game.
Did you guys talk about what you're playing?
Oh,
Hey, man.
I've been playing Unreal as usual. And I've been playing Final Fantasy VII still. I'm slowly getting through that game. But
Is it still enjoyable for you?
Yeah. Like I don't know. There's like weird parts in the game where like a lot of enemies are kind of like just weak, and then all of a sudden you run into like some dudes who are doing all your health in like one hit, and
Yeah, there is
some
weird
bullshit.
pacing. Like
And
you go
so
on, you fight some rats, and then the next fucking fight is like these fucking turtles that cast spells and turn you into toads, and
yeah,
I know.
and there's a lot of materia that I'm not finding useful right now. Like I just got this materia enemy. You take the enemy skills and stuff like that, but
enemy skill is really good. You just have
yeah,
to,
it
yeah,
depends. But
you have to take those good right ones.
the game doesn't give you a lot of information on what the enemy's abilities actually do. Especially when I identify the enemy, it just says the ability name. I don't know what it does, and unless I see it used on me. But in all the Final Fantasies, like those mimic skills or those characters that mimic enemy skills, I never really used them. So I'm just gonna probably treat this the same way. Um, um,
The original had some really good ones,
yeah,
enemy skills.
yeah.
I'm not sure about the remake though. I think I only learned like one skill honestly throughout my whole playthrough.
Yeah, did you play it over again on hard or?
I haven't yet, but I plan to.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm looking. There's other games I want to play. I still need to beat The Witcher 3, but if I do go back to Final Fantasy 7, it will be nice to play it again and skip, all the cutscenes and stuff like that. The only things I'm gonna hate is just the meandering walking and like the slow pace of everything. And I feel like they did that on purpose just to extend the game.
They did.
Because honestly, you don't have to. And then sometimes when you're about to talk to a character, they just stand there for a little bit. I don't know if it's just the power of the PS4. I know you have a PS4 Pro, so I don't know if it's different. But sometimes my character just stands there for like a good 5 seconds, and then the dialogue starts. So it's kind of weird.
Not that I can remember off the top of my head, honestly. I can't remember a particular 5 second pause.
Yeah.
Not sure.
And
But I saw an interview, some interview questions. It's kind of talking about they were asking the producers and everything, creators,
yeah,
like when the next one's gonna come. And I mean, they sound really ambitious, man. My fear for Final Fantasy VII is just the amount of time that it's gonna take for them to really, because they don't want to bullshit, man. They want to really deliver. But I don't want to wait
Can't
fucking
take
4
10
or 5
years.
years. Yeah, I don't want to wait fucking
Project.
5, 6 years for the next one to come out. And I think there's right now, this was as of March. They're still in the discussion stages for the next one. So I don't even think they've started working on it yet. Like they're still trying to plot how they're gonna do
That's
the
not
open
cool.
world. Yeah,
I don't like that.
So I'm
yeah,
gonna be dead before 10 comes out.
right, exactly.
Look, I want them to
But that,
remake other games. Like, what the fuck? Like
yeah,
Capcom's doing the same thing, and they have good engine. I mean, their game is definitely not as big, but
right.
and I don't know, like, I don't like the way they rushed out 3, but maybe like I don't know, like I don't know how many games you want in this whole part series. Like maybe I'm guessing it's probably gonna be 3 games altogether,
I think 3 would be
but
good.
it would be really nice if they planned ahead and so use the same engine, but it's going to different consoles next. It's going to a different
Yeah,
generation of
from,
consoles, so the
yeah. From what
graphics are
they
gonna have to be updated.
Exactly. From what they were talking about and how ambitious they were trying to be, it definitely is gonna have to be a next gen console. There's no way PS4, if they're really trying to do what they say they want to do, is gonna be able to handle the next one. I would anticipate the next one will be on PS5. Definitely.
Especially with no loading time. I wonder if they can fit the whole game in one game on the next generation.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Cause you still gotta that Final Fantasy 7 is hell long. Like they still gotta go through fucking with all those other cities and then like the hardware. Dude, there's so many areas in Final Fantasy 7, man. So many areas, and then who knows? Like they're kind of changing the story a little bit too. Like it's still nods to the remake, but there's a lot of shit that's different, man. And it's almost as if they're indicating that it's not a sure thing that Eris is. Well, obviously everybody knows that Eris dies, but that sure thing that Eris is gonna die, and it's just like it's really weird, man. It's I'm not.
If
It's
they
not.
make it so that she doesn't die, though, I think that would upset a lot of people because it added a lot to the story.
Yeah,
Um,
it has a
impacts.
huge impact on the story.
But
But
there, like when you talk about her mom, like I forget the characters in the original game, but was her mom like really like? I just got past the part where Barnes, do you know about Final Fantasy 7? Do you mind if
Uh,
we
yeah, I don't care.
you don't
Go
care
ahead.
about spoilers?
Nah.
You already knew that Aerith, even though
Yeah.
you haven't played the game.
yeah,
It's all
if
like
you play video games, you know the Eris dies in Final Fantasy
yeah,
7.
that's a known, just a known.
Yeah.
Um, but I just got past the part where her mom was like, I can't, I don't know what I would do if I were to lose her. And I was like, was she like that in the original game? Because it sounds like she's gonna like commit suicide if her daughter dies or something like
I
that.
I believe so. I mean, it was all text in the original, so it's hard to kind of, you know, portray that tone and same energy, but I'm
Um,
pretty sure it was something along those lines. But
and
go ahead,
um,
T.
I forgot that that Wedge, Biggs, and the girl, I forgot that they died.
Eh, play through the story, T. Play through the story.
Okay.
Just play the story,
I
T.
don't know. It seemed very like they got their send offs, and it seemed like the whole structure collapsed. I'm like,
I mean, revisit,
I'll play
finish,
through
yeah, finish the game,
it.
T, and we'll revisit. We'll have and when B
Okay.
finally plays it, man, we'll have a discussion on what's to be next in in the chapter and how you feel about it. So yeah, we'll have to do a in review discussion.
But yeah, as far as the gameplay, I mean, I enjoy the content. I'm just still trying to find out the right combinations for the materia. I kind of don't. I feel like if I'm not controlling the character, they're not doing they're not using their abilities. They're not doing anything to build up
Build
their
ATB.
ATB. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
do I really have to switch over them to every time to like? I wish there was a way that I
yeah.
don't know. Final
They
Fantasy
they
12.
do. Oh, go ahead, T. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say that I think my favorite combat system in all the Final Fantasies is Final Fantasy 12 with the Gambit system, and where you can like it was very intricate. It's hard to explain it if you never played it, but you can set commands for your like do this, and if you do this, you can then do this and do that, and it's
Right.
just setting all your commands so that the NPCs on your team already know what to do, cast whatever in case if I'm at 25% or less HP, cast Cure 2 on or Cura on me, and so it'll automatically do it. But I don't know about this game. I like
Well, Final Fantasy VII wants you. They want you to control all the characters. That's why it's like that. Because it's still they still want it to be Final Fantasy VII. Like you still just like in the original, you had to pick every command. Otherwise, your character would just sit there, wouldn't do anything. But they'd be building, the time gauge, and they'd be able to attack again. So it's a nod because they want you to explore every character and use every character. Like they want you to pick all those commands and line it up and do your damage. Um, and that's the fun part, man. Especially when you really get a hang of everybody's abilities and have everybody equipped right. Like when Final Fantasy VII is going, man, that game is going. Like that shit looks good.
I feel
And
like I'm just about to reach that part where it is getting going because I got Barrett back on my team and
yeah,
I'm making him like the magic guy,
yeah.
so he can sit back and just unload. And he even when I switch over to him, like enemies kind of don't come to me sometimes, and so I'm just unloading on guys. Um, it's kind of annoying, like right as you switch to a character though, the enemies just
They just start
focus on you.
smashing.
Like, I'm
Oh,
like,
okay, switch
fuck,
to him.
man, like. Yeah.
Yep, they
So
attack you. They're
you
your
can use the
controller.
strategy of just switching between characters to like get
Yeah,
the enemy off you. But
that's what they want you to do.
yeah, but
To be
I don't
honest, man,
know.
I think
I'm a
Barrett
turn-based.
was my yeah. Barrett
Uh,
was my favorite character in the game. Honestly, I
who?
had the most fun. Barrett.
Oh,
Yeah, I had the most fun using him. Me.
he's kind
Cloud was
of
kind of boring, honestly, to me. Like
weak
he
in the
was
beginning.
fun. Oh, Barrett.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
beginning when you first get him, but right
he gets some.
now he's
He gets
doing something.
some good melee weapons too.
Melee?
hmm
He melees?
Yeah, he gets some melee weapons.
Hmm.
Yeah, you'll find out too.
I've only unlocked his third weapon, the Gatling gun. Or no, the big Bertha.
I think I
I
use
just
that a
I just
majority
got
of
that.
the time.
But anyways, what about you, Barnes?
A lot of Tarkov, a lot of Tarkov. I actually just started playing Streets of Rage, but we can talk about that a little
So you
later.
got it.
Yeah.
You guys don't be saying shit. Like I say, are you guys anyone getting the game or like I don't know. Did you play with Mark?
Nah, didn't play with Marcus, but yeah, I'm having fun with it. It's kind of
Okay.
like reminds me of the old Streets of Rage. I kind of like the new art style they got going on it, but not really. I do like the animations. I like everyone's different traits. But yeah, I'm waiting to get online so we go ahead and have us
Clean
a
up
good
them
old brawl.
streets,
You know it?
man.
Yeah. I was trying to
The
see if
shit
we
out of
can
60
like start
motherfuckers that
it.
look exactly the same.
This is 4-player co-op, right?
Yep.
So yeah, I was trying to get a like an honest beginning gameplay reaction from all of us at the same time. I guess we could still do that,
Yeah, we can get that.
depending on how deep you guys are, or you and Marcus are.
Hey
Um,
man, it ain't no thing to just go ahead and start over.
yeah,
Oh,
but
characters have
okay,
progression in that.
No progression. It's kind of like the old ones. You
it's
just
like
pick a
Castle
player.
Crashers,
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if
but
like you characters level up and get little perks or anything.
yeah. So
No.
looks like I'll purchase that. Um, uh, yeah, but we'll talk about that a little bit more later. That's actually one of our topics.
Yes, sir.
Oh yes.
All right, so for our first story, let's talk about The Last of Us 2.
Oh, terrible
on that.
tragedy. Terrible tragedy. And no spoilers, just for the listeners. We won't be spoiling anything. We know about the leaks. We definitely won't be. Well, I don't personally know about them, but we know of them, and we won't be saying any of that. So
Yeah, I
you
ain't
don't have
looking
to.
up nothing.
Yeah, you don't got to cut us off or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Keep the footage rolling. Keep going. But yeah, man, that's tough, man. Imagine putting all that hard-earned work and time into the game, and then bullshit like this happens. Or crazy motherfuckers out there that it seems that it was originally thought to be a disgruntled employee, which was later corrected to be some type of somebody hacked something like another game and then found like some code and found some old footage of like a developer.
Oh, Jack, before you get in get into that, can you tell us what actually happened for those that are just listening that don't know?
Yeah, so apparently there was originally the game was supposed to come out. I think it was supposed to come out in March, actually, and it got pushed back, and then it got delayed indefinitely. Sony was just basically like, "Look, we want to be able to release it, you know, have all the physical copies ready and the digital." Because they could have just went full digital and just put the game out, but they wanted to have the full experience. You know, they want to push those collector's editions and whatnot, of course.
Yeah.
So that didn't happening, and then there was a reported leak, and a good chunk of the plot was basically put out to the internet. A good chunk of the plot and gameplay and damn near the ending. Like it was a significant amount of the game was leaked. Like you basically know exactly what's gonna happen in the game.
Did you read any of it, or
No,
are
no,
you
I've
avoiding it?
been I've been definitely avoiding it. I've been staying
Yeah.
away. You know, I look at the same websites every day. I don't be browsing and click on a whole bunch of
Yeah.
shit. Only thing I'm worried about is my YouTube recommendations because I already seen one video kind of pop up and I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not clicking on any videos that like I might click on a video that talks about the leak and whatnot, but if they're going to spoil anything, I just turn it off um or I don't even look at the comment section. So
Yeah, avoid comment sections, man, because there's some assholes in the comment section, of course. So
yeah.
just be
Um
wary.
and at first they thought it was a disgruntled employee, but now they're saying that it's from someone not in the company, or individuals.
Somebody, man, somebody had to have fucked up though, man, because that how often does this happen? Where especially a game this big
It could be a
where
contractor.
It
yeah,
could be.
somebody had to left the door open or yeah, you say, hey, go here, do this, because like how would the fuck? Because it was said like it was like another Naughty Dog title or something. I don't.
Yep, they said they got into the servers through that game, and
Yeah,
that's how they had access to everything. That's just one
right.
of the rumors, though. So who really knows?
Yeah, somebody left the back door open, man, on this one. 'Cause I just it doesn't sound right, man. All the shit surrounding Last of Us, such a huge title, man. They don't fuck around with shit like that, especially Sony. Sony doesn't
Yeah.
fuck around with shit. They are fucking tight. Their assholes are sealed tight. They don't make errors like that. So somebody had to left the door open, man.
Yeah, and this it brings upon another discussion, because at first people were thinking, like you said, it was probably a disgruntled employee and whatnot, and because gaming studios are notorious, especially the bigger ones, but the bigger
Yeah, Naughty
releases
Dog,
of kind of
Rockstar.
they usually employees are say it's a pretty chill spot to work, but when it's like the last year before the release of a major title, that's when they ramp up like the work, the ramp up the hours and all that kind of stuff. People working uh what more than 12-hour days and stuff like that. And
Motherfuckers
it
sleeping
becomes
in the offices.
yeah, and a lot of them would like it to just like during those chill times, just I was work normally. uh, and so they're not always rushing at the end, but the companies put a lot of pressure on the employees to push out this content near the end of releases, and this happened with Rockstar, Naughty Dog, all these good companies.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think was it
Those
happening
deadlines,
at
man.
CD Project Red?
I don't think so. Because CD Project Red, they're their own entity, man. They don't mind. It's like CD Project Red, they'll push their shit back before they'll do like a crunch because they don't have anybody that to answer to. It's not like they have a whole bunch of games that are coming down the pipeline. They
Man,
can
it
just
should
work on the
stay that
title
way.
and then
Like,
just work on the next title.
like
So they don't have to be like, okay, so we got Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8 coming in 2021, so we need to hurry up and get Resident Evil 3 out this year so that we
yeah,
don't saturate the market. So, and then we have this title coming and this title. Like they want to stay on schedule, and then you have these crazy deadlines.
yeah. These big
CD Projekt Red
companies,
doesn't
like
have that.
they merge with the publishers like EA and all that kind of stuff, or Blizzard
Yeah,
merging with Activision. Like Blizzard, you were fine on your own, but at some point in time, I guess they want more money,
yeah,
and to get more money, you need to get with a big time publisher, and that they could release your games schedule. But then you have to adhere by releasing games at this time, meeting your deadlines faster. You can't just simply push back a product to polish it. No,
yeah.
release it and then patch it up.
That's what
Um,
happened with Destiny. Activision was on that ass, cracking that whip, man.
Even BioWare.
Yeah, EA
Bioware,
and
yeah,
Activision,
Mhm.
they don't give a
Bioware.
fuck. Put that shit out.
It sucks, man. I really like Bioware. That was one of my favorites. And then they they just I
Yeah.
don't know. They
The
just
BioWare you knew T, the one you're talking about,
yeah,
them motherfuckers is long gone.
yeah, it sucks. Like Mass Effect 2 was like one of the best games ever, in my opinion. Um,
Mhm.
I think number one still has it for me.
really?
Yeah,
Number one has some. It was fun, but
I'm a
it
huge fan of
has.
number 3 personally.
I wouldn't play number one again though. Number three, the story was like I
It
don't
was
know. I feel
weird.
like Mass Effect 2 was just the best of both worlds.
Well, that's
Yeah,
like when EA was like, "Here, BioWare, we believe in you."
Yeah, and
And then after that, I
bro.
was like, "All right, how can we cash this shit in? Like,
yeah.
we know it has
Yeah,
to end."
bro.
So,
That happened with Disc Space too. Disc Space
hmm
as well. Because
hmm
the first game was people loved that shit. And the second game, did they like the second game as much as the first game? It became a little bit more actiony,
Yeah, it was
more.
a little more actiony, but it was good. It was still
Yeah.
good.
And then the third game had all these microtransactions, all this bullshit.
Multiplayer.
Yeah, and they didn't want the game to be as scary and stuff. So
Yeah.
and that studio shut down, and they didn't care. So the publisher didn't care. Like, move on to the next one, and that really sucked. But Bethesda is going through it, uh, like with their Fallout's. I always buy the Fallout's, but or just the latest one since Fallout 4, but I never finish them. I always get bored.
Yeah,
Like,
they can be hard to stick with, man, long term. Like I always play it, stop
yeah.
for a while, and then I come back and finish it. I did that with Fallout 3. I
Did you
don't
play
think I
New
have
Vegas?
Fallout 4. I have New Vegas. I played it for a little bit. I got fucked up somewhere, and I was like, damn. And I just turned it off. I haven't
Because
played it since then.
people say New Vegas is the best Fallout.
I
The
did
Yeah.
have
best
fun
one.
with New Vegas.
'Cause New Vegas, you
It
can just
was
walk outside and there be something strong as fuck just walking around,
Yeah.
or
I
you run
mean,
into a fucking raider camp.
number four was good too. But I mean, after I finished the game, I was like, do I really want to wait for DLC? And it's that wait for DLC that just turned me off to it. And I was like, nah, I'm good.
The
I didn't like what
settlement
they did
shit.
with power armor on number 4.
Yeah.
Eh.
And the
Made it
settlement
way too
shit was dumb.
accessible.
Yeah, you get it hella early in the game, and it's like you got to climb in this big ass mech. Like, oh man, same fucking Gundam, man. Like, what happened where you actually get power armor and you just wear it, and then you just walk around and that's your new armor.
Go on that system and go beep, 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 beep. All right.
Yeah.
Power armor on.
Your
Really,
settlement needs help. Like,
man. Yeah, I give a fuck about them niggas.
fuck up, man. I already put some turrets around that shit. I put some defensive fences and all that shit, and you guys still need help.
Yeah. Fuck you think I built them turrets for?
I didn't like that whole little home defense thing either.
Nah. Trying to build no homes. Fucking real estate.
But I beat Skyrim. I like Elder Scrolls more. It's more my game.
Skyrim was a great game.
Yeah.
Stop playing that. Came back to
Skyrim
that
was a
too.
good game, Jack, and this is all one game.
hmm
So you don't think like the Final Fantasy can be one, like the next one that comes out?
If they're really trying to do Final Fantasy VII, look, man, Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation, I think was like 4 discs. It was 3 or 4 discs.
Mhm.
Like that shit was a full-fledged adventure, and then some after you were done.
Yeah. How are they gonna do? Like, are they gonna add all those dungeons? Are they gonna add? Man, how are they gonna do all that? I don't
Ruby
know.
weapon, Emerald weapon, the Crash Jonica ship. Like, there's so much shit, man. Like finding everybody's ultimate weapon had like a small little quest line and certain things you had to do to get, and they're all their level 4 limit breaks. How they gonna do the Omni Slash? Like, there's so much shit in that game, dude.
What I am going to looking forward to is that
Knights of the Round material.
when they do release it for the new consoles or whatever engine that they have, like the first game is always going to take the longest, but then since they'll have that new engine there and established, they'll be able to make other ones a lot
Yeah,
quicker.
I was gonna say that they already got the assets, so they can just kind of they don't have to create all the assets and shit. They can just build the game, but they're still gonna have to build the open world, man. That's still gonna take time if they
Yeah.
plan on doing that.
They can't do the open world like in the same way that they're having us play through this game. Like we can't be just walking whatever in the open world. You gotta have us. I don't know how they're gonna do that. And when the airships and all that kind of stuff.
Give
And
us a chocobo or something.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
how
just
we're gonna
like they
traverse.
still got to do that. They still got to. I don't even know if they're gonna have the chocobo system where you can breed the chocobos and get a golden one and
They
race them
have
and
to.
all that
They
other
have
shit.
to. They have
Yeah,
all these mini games where you're throwing darts. They have to have chocobo.
yeah. The golden saucer shit. That shit gonna take like 2-3 years to make. Just the fucking golden saucer area. Oh, they got so much fucking work, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. They might. Hey, they dedicated. They wanted to do it, man. They said they'll do it. Shit did come out 23 years later, so there's that.
Yeah. Anything else on the Last of Us 2? When was the so you said the game was originally supposed to come out in March, right?
I
Yep.
believe so. Yeah.
Is you know the release date?
It says right there, June 19th.
June 19th. Okay.
Yep, right there in the blue.
Whew.
Yeah, and I think them the shit getting leaked kind of accelerated that, man. Because they at first it was gonna be indefinite, and then once that stuff leaked, then all of a sudden they had a release date for it. Like, hey, it should be on June 19th. So, man, I mean, the leak was a blessing and a curse, man. But we might not have gotten it this soon had the game not leaked. But people were pissed off, man. You say, hey, this game's delayed indefinitely for games. Motherfuckers are these fans, bro. They don't fuck around, man. They want to play this game, and they are ready to play that shit at 12:01 or 9:01, depending on where you are, and they will download and play this shit. Because I
Yeah.
know when there's a game I really want to play, hey, as soon as 9 o'clock hits, download starts.
Yep.
Ready.
All right. Next story is Remnant. And Remnant from Ashes. Barnes, you never played this game, right?
Nope. Haven't played it.
Okay. Yeah, it's on Steam. They have a new DLC that's out, and me and Jack have put some time into it. Let me see how many hours I have on Steam.
Yeah, it's an underrated title, man.
Yeah, I think was it you that told me about it, or I forget. But
I think so.
yeah, I had a lot of fun playing it. I had
I
52
remember
hours in
watching.
the game.
I remember watching the dude playing on Twitch, and I was like, "Oh, this looks pretty good." And I don't think there wasn't many games that had come out, so I was like, "Man, let's try that out."
Yeah, because it's like a mix of Dark Souls and Diablo, so it has that kind of going for it. And all those kind of games like that, all those kind of Dark Soul games are kind of addicting, and then all those Diablo kind of games are addicting. So you mix them both together, and it's ultra addicting. You just have to get the lore. Like the game didn't really have a good story.
No,
uh,
I don't remember
so
shit about what's going on in that game.
yeah, like, all of a
Just
sudden you're fighting some weird insects and
yeah, like it doesn't make sense. Like the areas. One day you're in the city, the next day you're in the fucking swamp.
mhm,
Like it's
fighting
all
like
over the place.
space alien dudes, and then you're fighting
Yeah,
insect things that actually look terrifying. They look disgusting.
yeah.
Uh, but it's
Like,
just or you're fighting like these Viking dudes with spears and shit.
yeah, enemies are very random.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun with the game.
See how many hours you got on that?
I think I
I
said
got
52.
52.
damn, I got 53. Damn, we right there.
Yeah, you must have played a little. No, I think you play. Yeah, you played a little bit more than me in the beginning. Um, but uh, but yeah, I'm looking to give this a try again. It would be nice to play with uh the homies. You know,
Yep,
with
yep,
you guys.
sure. Fun times in
Just
that game, man. It's a great game.
try something different. And plus, if we hop back in, like we're not like if for instance, if you hop in Barnes, we're not going to be like on our original characters with all our gear and stuff. I think like there's different survival modes and stuff they talk about where you start off kind of fresh. But the thing is, if you die, then your character's done.
Ah,
And
nah.
so I don't know how that's going to be like when we're playing together, like
Hey man, you know how
because
that game goes till you get dropped
yeah, we
quick
die
and
all the
Remnant.
time.
Yeah.
uh Dying was like you get I think you go to your knees, you get put down to your knees, and then your teammate can help revive you back up. But if your teammate is not able to, then you're done. And
Dead.
we died a lot, so I think there's a little video on it. But let me share again. What
I kind of want to
Bad
play that
audio.
actually right now.
was that?
But I kind of want to play it right now, honestly.
Yeah, the DLC is only $10,
Hmm.
so I could just pick that up. I think all the other DLC, because I know that game came out with other DLC, but I'm guessing it was free, like free
Yeah, I think it
updates.
was. Yeah, I think it was just free updates, tweaks,
This is
stuff,
their yeah, this is their
quality of
first
life stuff.
paid uh their first paid DLC. But let me play this little video for everyone.
You click that sound button.
Yeah.
All right.
Hear that?
Yep.
Yep.
This is the official trailer from the official channel.
Oh shit.
Hey, in the update too, they made melee stronger.
Okay. Because I
Yeah,
was
this melee
like,
was hella weak in the original.
yeah, I think I was trying to, wasn't I trying to make like a melee character at one point? And it
Yep.
just wasn't
You
happening.
learn real quick.
The game was like, nah, you can have all the whole set, but it ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing
It's just
is, like,
undertones.
the melee did do damage, but the thing is, the enemies hit so hard that it was just you're playing with fire. Like, if the enemies hit you,
Yeah.
then what's the point? Like, you're getting put down, so you can't even get close to them really.
Yeah.
Uh, so it made melee just kind of
Remember that last boss, T?
Nah. Oh yeah, the last boss. I mean, it became easy once we figured out what to do, I think.
Yeah, that was some bullshit.
But we
And then
died.
the boss could glitch too, where he wouldn't take any damage.
Oh yeah, we have to just restart the game. Hey,
Yeah.
it's a new studio. They have to work out their kinks. I think
That
they're
shit
new.
was not cool. We were fighting that boss for hours.
Yeah, we got through it. We stayed with it.
I'm kind of excited to get back in. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and start that down right now.
Let me add it to favorites. But yeah. So that and another game we have. Another topic is Streets of Rage 4.
Get your ass beat in them streets.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta beat them up. I have a video, but we could talk about it a little before we show the video.
Welcome back.
So it's another beat 'em up kind of game, kind of like Castle Crashers and stuff like that. If you remember the old school Streets of Rage, I played it probably on the arcade back in the day, like an actual arcade cabinet.
Back when
But
beat 'em ups for the shit. There was even
oh
the
yeah,
Simpsons had to fucking beat 'em up.
Simpsons, the
Yep.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
The Simpsons was dope though.
Like,
Like
that game was the shit.
seeing people with Bart's what's his
Skateboard.
Yep,
skateboard.
skateboard.
Yep.
I
Homer
remember
had
the
them hands.
yeah
He
me
did.
Homer had them hands, boy.
what is it? Garfield High School. They had the community center had the arcade cabinet for The Simpsons, and I used to always be in there just putting my quarters in. Let's
Yeah,
get
that
it.
game was designed to take a nigga lunch money, man. It was designed to
Man,
have you not eat at lunch. Real.
yeah, that was fun, man. But this game has 4-player co-op, so all the homies can play together. Which
Even
is
have 2-player couch co-op.
Oh,
oh
okay,
yeah.
cool. Just like
So that's what probably
old school.
our homie's doing with his kids. I think that's what he's doing.
Most
Yeah.
likely, yeah.
Like it's only 2 players though.
I believe it is just 2 players for couch co-op.
Huh.
So it's couch co-op 2 players, but it's 4 players online.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, it would be a lot better if the couch co-op was 4 players though. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
It's
better.
very few games can do that these days, man. Even back then, that was hard to do.
But it's not even split screen. It's all on one screen too, so it makes it easier. Yeah, I don't know why didn't they do that? They have the technology to do that.
Have the technology.
But let's show this video right quick of the trailer.
Axel got some facial hair now, huh?
Yeah, man.
Man. Shit out of bitches.
Sure, you can. Those graphics look different in that one scene.
There you go with the old school look if you want, huh?
Yep.
Your ass beating them streets, man.
Mhm.
Man, that was back in the day. Motherfuckers didn't have guns all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just met in the street, like the
Yes.
fucking pizza parlor and shit.
I wish it were like that. Like, but you can't approach anyone no more. You can't even get. It's dangerous. You're playing with fire if you try to even get in a street fight. You never know what like, motherfucker might have a gun. You know, shit's over.
Yeah.
tried to act tough and everything, but anyways, that game. Hey, since Barnes you have it, our other homie has it. I'll purchase it.
Take the purchase.
Oh shit!
Yeah. I got some money. I got like a refund back on Resident Evil 3. I just made it all Steam dollars, and so so that Resident Evil 3 money by Remnant and
You're disrespecting the titles, man.
hey man, that title deserves some disrespect, Jack.
Oh, it did not. Then you would not have purchased it if it did, T. Just play the damn game.
And I wouldn't have returned it if it didn't deserve disrespect.
Now, why did you return it again?
Because it was lame.
How you know you didn't even play it?
Because he was scared.
Everyone.
T don't want that smoke, man. I'm telling you, man. T don't want that smoke, bro.
What is going on here? I thought we already discussed this. I thought everyone, the whole community, all discussed it's a bad game that got a 9 out of 10 on IGN.
Man, like, nah, man. IGN exactly. See, there you go. T. IGN gave 9 out of 10.
So you can't trust that shit.
Somebody paid the shit out of IGN for that shit. Whoever played it really fucking loved Resident Evil, man. I know some people in the office had to be like, "Yo, what the? Yeah, this shit is not."
Hey, we got to push out that multiplayer with the game.
Yeah,
we have
which nobody asked for, bro. That shit is so garbage. What the fuck?
Because the main game's only what? How many hours? 4?
Yeah, it's short. But I mean,
what?
Go ahead, D.
I was gonna say the only game that's really short that I could beat in like a few hours that was fun to do was Star Fox 64.
The fuck?
Yeah, I could play that over and over and have fun with it when I was younger, and I could beat it in the day. But these other games,
you could take the short ass route in Star Fox. There was a longer route with the easy ass stages, and you could take the short route and just cut through hella shit. And put that shit on like easy.
It was like I don't think there was difficulty modes.
There was.
Huh. I thought you just boot up the game and play, but
there was a hard mode that you had to unlock. You too busy just running through in the short route, man.
Well, maybe I did. Maybe I did do it because I don't know. I just
look at. Maybe I did do that.
Dude, that was hella long ago, man. I can't remember all that.
Man, maybe I did beat it on hard mode, collect all the medals, and I was the best. I think I tried.
I got all the trophies. The best. I unlocked all the achievements.
You remember now, T?
No, I still remember.
Yeah, man. A couple games out, man. Everybody's just kind of timing down and waiting, man, for the big shit. There's so much craziness happening in the gaming industry right now, man. Like, there's so much money in it, especially with all these microtransactions and these companies just making so much money off of people, dude. And people will throw their fucking money away. Then people have expendable income; they just don't give a shit.
It's not only people with that don't have expendable income that's using up all what little money they have on these microtransactions. Like, I don't get it. Like, maybe I'm from a different maybe we're from a different generation, but I don't like. If I see something I like the only time I bought microtransactions really, Jack, was in the NBA 2K. That was the only time, and I could see the addiction. I could see how it can like creep into you.
Yeah, it will.
I paid what? How much did I pay for?
Probably like $50.
Yeah, I paid like $50.
About the game again.
Yeah. for VC, for virtual credits
currency.
Or whatever currency that I used up in like no time, and it didn't really. I mean, it boosted my character a little bit, but come on now, not that much.
So you bought that white headband?
Huh?
That headband,
you bought that white headband?
No. You like boost up your character's stats.
So you got the good Nikes. You went got the Jordans on.
Hey, for real, B. Yo, like them Nike shirts, bro. That shit costs like 5,000 VC, man. That's $4.99. Niggas was paying $4.99, bro, for a virtual T-shirt.
Oh man.
And the cold part was like some of the old 2Ks. I can't remember. I think this one switched it 2K20, but I think all the ones before that, if you bought clothes for one character, it would only be for that character. So if you're like, all right, I made a fucked up build, right? So once you make a bad build, you can't go back and change it. So you're like, all right, well let me make a center now. Now you have to buy all the clothes again for that new character. And you have to buy all the animations again. Because you gotta buy, like, say you want a nice little dribble move, little crossover. Like, I really dropped that BC on it. All right, you dropped that BC. Cool, that's only for that character. So if you make
Wow.
another one, yeah, you're gonna be buying that shit again. And the game is stingy as fuck with the VC. Stingy. And in 2K, what they would do is if there was ever a VC exploit, whoever did it, banned. Done. And then they patch that shit quick. But any of the other shit, they take forever to fix it. Or they never do.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well, I
2K.
mean, I've dropped a little pretty penny on. I spent like $30-$40 on a Warframe, that Prime Access, and I done did it, man. I done did it.
But how many, like, man, I mean, microtransactions can be, it just shouldn't be, you shouldn't feel like you need them. You should just feel like, okay, I want some silver or whatever. You can drop a little money but you put some hours in Warframe.
Yeah, Warframe is the kind of game that people like is useful or because it's free to play that they need to make money somehow.
Right. But you don't ever have to spend a dime on Warframe if you don't want, man. You can hustle up some money. If it's harder, but
oh yeah, but I was hustling plat.
Yeah, you can hustle that platinum, man. You know what you're doing.
Man, you get Jack. You could come across the dudes being like, "Hey, man, I got some new Jordans, man. You want to check them out?" And you're like, "Yeah, where are they?" And like, no, they're in my game.
Like motherfucker. Yeah, bro. 2K is
what the game that did it the dirtiest most recently was Dead or Alive, where they made it so that like if you were to buy a different like you said kind of if you were to buy a different outfit or a different hair color, if you were to buy a different hair color for your character, um but if you wanted to like switch it back, it will cost money to switch it back or something like that.
Yeah, I think I saw the Dead or Alive. First, the initial price of Dead or Alive, I was like, yo, I'm not about to pay no damn $60 for this shit.
I think someone's tallied up like if you were to buy all the DLC in Dead or Alive, how much will it cost? Let me find out real quick.
Yeah, their shit was out of control. Even Street Fighter V was kind of doing it to a degree, man. So they've just recently put out a Champion Edition, but them fucking costumes and shit was expensive as fuck. It was one like $20-$30 for costume packs. I'm like, yo, fuck, nigga, this is a costume. This don't even change the game. Like, why are you doing this? But, it's Capcom, man. I'll just buy
Back
that
in the
shit.
days, you used to earn those type of things. Now it's kind of like, hey,
Back
here
in the
you
day,
go.
that shit was already unlocked. You just choose what color you want. Yeah.
Slowly started taking it away.
Shit, for real.
So, Dead or Alive 5, all the DLC cost $1,117.34.
God damn.
$1,000 worth of motherfucking DLC.
To see some boobies jiggle.
Real.
Or yeah, that was the game where you fight though. They had another game, the bikini one, where you just the volleyball or something like that, where you just see breasts jiggle and shit.
No damn sense.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like when that game came out, I was like, what? I wonder if a homie's uncle bought that game. The one that bought, yeah. I think he did.
I don't think he bought anything.
Oh man.
I think he did though. Because our homie had all the
Is
games.
he able to buy something right now?
Yeah, he had all. Our homie had all the games because of it.
Oh, you're talking about before. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought you were talking about right now.
No.
Okay.
This game came. The volleyball game came out a long time ago.
Oh, he definitely bought that.
Yeah. Well, that's topics for today, or tonight. You guys, anything else to add? It's a little bit of a shorter one, but we're straight right into the gaming and whatnot.
Man, stay COVID free.
Yeah.
Wash your hands. Yeah, man, stay safe out there, and we can catch you on the next one. That's all I got.
We gonna come up with some footage playing Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
You know,
There will be some footage.
me
Sure.
playing Resident Evil 2 at some point.
The
Dark.
newer one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please let me watch that. I want to watch that live.
Hey, Barnes, record gameplay video. Record.
Yeah, we need the face cam and everything. We need to see your expressions.
Hey,
We need all that.
setting all that up as we speak.
Yeah,
man.
that'll be awesome. Just send it to me, and I'll edit the shit out.
Yep. Make sure we pause at just the right moments. Yep. Oh man, that shit's gonna be lit.
All right, guys. That's the episode 11. Until next time, BTK out.
BTK out.